Hi guys, how's the isolation going for you? For me it's going alright, doing gardening. My house has never looked so good. It's actually tidy. I thought it's probably 4 weeks now into quarantine and I was wondering how your fringes are doing and if they need a trim and how you want to do that. So I thought I'd give you some tips on what to do and what definitely not to do. So first of all, um, you have to separate your fringe from the rest of your hair because this is just gonna fall in and then you cut a long strand off and then it's a disaster. So best thing is you take a hairband or bobby pins if your hair is too short for a hairband or anything really to just kind of hold it back. See, this is like a strand that's too short for my, I just put a little clip in it. So this is my fake fringe. Obviously I don't have a fringe, but I had to create something that looks somewhat of a fringe. So this is my new fake fringe for today. So let's go with what to do and what not to do. So the thing that you really don't want to do is cutting your fringe while it's wet. Hairdressers do that, but they know what they're doing. Don't cut your fringe when it's wet because it's going to jump up and then you're going to have a fringe that's way too short and looks dodgy where you have cow's legs because the areas in the cow's legs always go up more than the rest. And I have two cow's legs on the right and on the left, so they always go out like a pretzel. So they are going like this and it always looks much shorter there. So you always have to cut your fringe when it's dry. It's really important that you do that. And then also always leave it longer than you think you want to cut it. If you think you want to cut it here first and see how long it actually is. Because like I said, things can happen. You can pull it outwards. It depends on the angle how you hold your hair and all of a sudden it gets much shorter. So you don't want to do that. Tools that you need is a comb. I just have this really oversized comb here because that's what I have at home. All my hairdressing stuff is in the salon. And then I have like a pair of scissors here. I think they came with a bit trimming set that Dave bought. I'm not sure, but they are not very good scissors, but they are probably the best that I have at home. Don't use your kitchen scissors. They are probably the worst scissors people have at home. They are really not that sharp, and they just damage your hair. So use something else. Use nail trimming scissors or something like this, like something that wasn't like a trimming set or something, or even your dog cutting scissors. They're probably better than any of your other scissors at home. So if you have a dog and you trim him, that's probably a good thing to use. What do I explain first? Let's go with a short fringe first. So people who like their fringe either full or very straight or very short, you can cut your hair by cutting it right off like this. And how you do that is you wash your hair, you blow dry it the way it falls, like how you would usually do it, and then you comb it and you cut on your skin. You go underneath like this, leave it longer than you think, and then snip and then you cut it off. And you always go back and comb it, go back in and cut it off, going from the line that you cut first and then go along. And people who like it above their eyebrows have it a little bit easier than people who want it like on their eyebrows, because you have to take care that you don't cut your eyebrows off. I've done that before, I've been there, looks stupid. So always combing down and only cutting little bits on the skin. You pretty much hold the scissors onto the skin like I do now, glide along, and then hold it where you want to cut it and go, oops, I actually cut hair off. But never mind. My camera's not so good, so I don't actually see that well. So this is how you cut a straight and a short fringe if you like it really straight. I always had a very short, straight fringe. When I had a fringe, I just preferred it. So now it's everybody's cup of tea. It's not everybody's cup of tea. So if you want a fringe that's more feathered, like most people want, then I would suggest you take your hair and you hold it. So you hold it between your fingers. First you look like how much you want to cut off. Say you want to cut off like this much, then you only cut off this much, obviously. So you comb it forward, put this comb away, and then you can kind of look at your hair. Can you see that? I'm looking at my hair right now, so I can see it. And then I go in and just snip in like this, where I want to cut it. And you do that so often until there is somewhat of a line. It doesn't have to be a perfect line because you want it feathered, but that way you don't create this really harsh line. You make it look a little bit, yeah, feathered. So, and then you go back in. It's longer now. See if you have the desired length, and if you want to go for a second round, you just go and do the same thing again. You look at your hair and just go in like this until you have somewhat of a line. And then in the end, when you have a like quite a good line, you can always take like the side bits if you like. Some people like the side bits a little bit longer, and then you just go in, you just go down like that. And the same here. You go in, and then when you have like the shortest bit of your fringe here, you just cut down like that. Well, my fake fringe. Oh yeah, if you have a side fringe to whatever side, let's take this side because it's shorter in the first place. I wouldn't cut a lot at all, and I would only cut the shortest bit. Let the rest just go across more and only cut like a little bit here. That's too long. So you just go in and just cut the tiniest bit just so that you can see again. And let the rest your hairdresser do once they are back. Yeah, I hope this whole isolation thing doesn't last for, I don't know, I hope it doesn't go into May. Because I really want to go back to work. Because I've cleaned my whole house now, and I started sanding my doors yesterday because I'm going to paint my doors today. Yeah, this is how bored I am. This is the stuff that I do at home. And my garden looks very nice, but today is a really horrible day, so I'm not going to go out. I'm going to do the painting today. Yeah, and I'm going to plant some vegetables and, yeah, just do isolation stuff, really. It's quite boring because Dave is at work. He's a key worker, being an optician, so I'm here by myself all day. Yay! And I don't like to watch TV all the time. It's fine in the evening, but yeah. Yeah, I hope you all, you don't get too bored and you don't give each other really dodgy haircuts. But this is what you can do if you want to trim your fringe. And if you have any questions about any other things, like if you want to, I don't know, do anything to your hair, whatever it might be, or cut your little son's or daughter's hair because they are getting fuzzy around the ears or something, you can always ask me how to do it best, or I can give you advice, at least from here, as good as I can. So enjoy the rest of your day, and see you soon, hopefully.